same damn thing. What's your height, what's your age, what's the price of your way?
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. As you can see from the title of the video, today we're going to do some newborn baby essential items part 2. If you still didn't subscribe, please do hit the notification bell down below if you're into cleaning, organizing, decluttering, baby videos, haul. This is the right channel for you, and let's get into the video. As you can hear from the background, baby C is here with me because he just woke up. Baby C is keeping me company while we record this video. I said part 2 in the intro because if you guys don't remember, if you go down a few videos back on my channel, I already did record this video of newborn baby items that I thought were essentials that I really used for my baby. Obviously I have loads of items, so I did say that I was gonna record a part 2. So first thing is an ear thermometer. If you guys remember in my first video, I did show that I had like a underarm in the mouth thermometer from Brown. I got an ear one from Tommy Tippy. I think I got that in Dunn's. I'm gonna insert a picture. You can buy them on Amazon. I want to buy the ones that read the temperature on the forehead, but they're very good. They can be used from 3 months plus. So again, I luckily didn't really have to use it, but I think it's very good to have them. I think even like adults can use them. So you just pop them in their ear, because the underarm one, it's so accurate and it's so good, but obviously he has to stay still and all this kind of stuff. So the ear one, it's so good. I think it might have been maybe 30-40 euro, but these little things are always handy in the press, especially when you have a baby. So ear thermometer, number 1. Number 2 is my new baby bat. If you guys remember in my first video, I did show that I was using the Angel Care C. I think you can use that up to 6 months. And then my sister gave me an actual baby bat that she had. I think she probably used it a few times. And the reason why I started using that, because both at my parents' house and our own house, we have a huge bat. So by the time you fill it up with the Angel Care C, it just takes longer. So we bought a baby bat, literally like a, and I mean, it's a bit easier once they start sitting up by themselves, because obviously if you put them in the bat, you'll have to hold them, but it's very handy. It fills up faster, and I really like the brand. I'm gonna insert a picture. And just like if you have a big bat, but I still love the Angel Care and I still use that, because obviously Angel Care, you can just put them there and you don't need to hold them, as they will sit like they have like a headrest. You have loads of baby bats, like just if you have a very big bat at home and it takes ages to fill up, then yes, I think I'm gonna put you down because I feel like I'm very high. I use that every day. I obviously, when we were at our parents' home, I had it there. Now that we moved to our new home, I bought it here and obviously use it every night. So a travel cot, I had to buy a travel cot because obviously I work and I bring my baby to my mom. So obviously I brought his cot, he's next to me in our new home, and when he goes there, like, you know, he could still nap on the sofa or stuff like that, but maybe if my mom is busy and doing things, like you can just put them in a travel cot. Travel cots are very handy because I mean, you can just put them in there and they can play. Once they start playing, they can sleep. So I'm gonna insert a picture of the one that I bought. I think it was on a sale from like 80 euro. I paid it 55. There's very expensive ones on like Mamas and Papas or Smiths. There's ones that come with like different accessories where to change them and this stuff. I mean, if you really have to use it for some things, yes, but we only use them for naps, so when I bought is more than enough. And it's a nice material. You can put the mattress a bit up or down. So with the mattress, it does come with like a tiny travel cot mattress, but obviously because he's gonna nap there, I bought an actual mattress for travel cot. I'm gonna insert a picture and I'm gonna be linking everything down below. So you can just look for travel cots mattresses, and I bought one on Amazon just because the one that came with the travel cot was very tiny. I didn't know if it was good for his back, so I paid the travel cot around 55, and I think the mattress that I bought on Amazon maybe 30 euro. So it's an actual mattress. So I just looked for the sizes of the travel cot, popped it in on Amazon, and that came up. And you can just buy some sheets, like bed sheets, and put them around, and it's very handy. But obviously if you travel or if you work like me and you bring your baby to your parents' home, or travel cots are always very handy. Thing that's very essential are teething toys. So I have a few like single ones that were gifted to me from Kiko, which is like a baby. And then I have a set. Sorry guys, I had to put down baby C for a nap. He's here snoring beside me. Point is the teething toys. I got a few gifted, a few from Kiko, which is like a kids. And then my sister bought me those stackable ones. Those are very good because my baby started dribbling, having a lot of saliva since he was like 2 months old. And then he was always putting his hands in his mouth. He still doesn't have any teeth out. I'm pretty sure that's soon. So he really loves those toys where he just put them in his hands. He basically spend like 1 hour or like 2 hours like literally like putting them in his mouth. So then another point is a baby chair, baby rocker. We bought one from Joye, which is like a lovely baby brand. I hope I said it correctly. Mine was quite cheap. I paid it maybe 90 euro, 100 euro. Mamas and Papas is a rocker and a bouncer. So basically you can put songs, you can put vibrations, and you can use it like the rocker, so like the swing, until he's 6 months, and then you can use the chair up to 3 years. I didn't spend loads of money. I know there's some very cool ones that like rotate and all this kind of stuff. They're like 400 euro. For me, it's not something that I would spend a lot of money on. Babies use chairs until they're 6 months. Once they'll start like walking or going around the house, it's not something that they like. It's not. I wouldn't be something that I spend a lot of money like a cot or. So yeah, like my baby's here smiling. So I should have bought another one because obviously when I bring my baby to my mum house, I give her the chair just because he loves sitting on the chair. He loves napping on the chair. He loves to sit on the chair, look at us. He loves to play on the chair. So another baby essential, baby rompers, baby clothes, summer clothes. If you have a baby in the summer's coming up, that's what Carlo wears all day long. Either shorts and t-shirts or baby rompers, which is like basically like, it's kind of like a sleep suit but not long. It's kind of like shorts and t-shirt all in one thing. I'm gonna insert a few pictures. So I have them from Primark, I have them from Tesco, I have them from Market Spencer. They're so refreshing. Carlo suffers the hot weather so much, even though here in Ireland it's so cold, so I don't know what he's gonna do when we go holiday. But they're cute outfits and they're very fresh. He breathes, obviously, because babies don't move, they're very chubby, they will sweat so much, and Carlo absolutely loves wearing them. I can feel that he feels very fresh, that he's not sweating when he, like, obviously when he wears a lot of layers. So I bought so many baby rompers and I would highly suggest them to you as well. So another thing that was actually gifted to me and I thought was so essential is this new spot. It's like a cloud that plays songs and lights. It was like gifted to me when Carlo, I think, was around 2 months. So basically brand Snooze does the cots next to me. I think they do chairs as well, and they do all trees. So it was gifted to me basically. Carlo's laughing here. You basically put batteries, I'm going to insert a picture, and it plays sounds, there's lights, attach it to the cot, and like maybe if your baby likes listening to sounds or he loves a little light. What I love about that is that obviously it's so light and you can attach it to your pram. I'm probably going to be bringing that in holidays, like if Carlo wants to listen to some sounds or maybe he wants to fall asleep in the room, instead of bringing a bulky light. I know you can buy smaller baby lights on Amazon, but instead of bringing a bulky light in my suitcase, I might bring that it's quite like easy to travel with. So another baby essential is scalp oil, baby oil. So obviously a lot of babies get, I think it's called cradle cap. Carlo doesn't have, like, he might have a bit of dry skin sometimes in his hair, but he wouldn't have a proper cradle cap. He had a little bit of cradle cap here around his brows. Basically it's kind of like looks like a rash, but it's kind of like yellowy and it gets hard, so you need something to soften it and remove it. So obviously on the face I just use some cotton wool and baby oil, but on the scalp you can buy baby scalp products. So I got a scalp oil. You can find it on Amazon. There's a lot of brands even if you go into the pharmacy. But yeah, what I was saying, basically when you remove the cradle cap, you have to be careful not to remove it very hard. You kind of have to lift it, or obviously you think it can get scarred. So obviously when I've seen that he was getting a bit of flaky skin on his scalp, I got a baby scalp oil. You basically apply it with the brush, you kind of remove the flaky bits and then obviously wash his hair. Then another thing, baby creams. I started using, I don't remember what I used at the start, but then I started using Mustela, which I think it's a French brand. Basically everyone uses that in Italy. You can find it in Ireland as well, on Boots, on Amazon, like even in my local pharmacies they have it. So I'm going to be linking them down below. They do so many items. They do baby creams, face creams, shampoos, baby oil, cradle cap items. I use the baby body cream and I use a face cream for baby. I started using that when Carlo was like literally like a baby, like very young, and because he had a lot of like milk spots on his face, so I started using a baby face cream. 2 days, literally removed them. Love the smell. They're so gentle on the skin. They're not pricey. Like, they're such a good brand for babies, and they do really make the skin soft. So that's what I use on Carlo's skin. For me, it's an essential. Like, I'm gonna be bringing them in holidays. I'm gonna rebuy them. I know a lot of brands do like baby creams. Aveno, they're very good because I use them on myself as well. Johnson, I know there's a lot of ingredients that they're not the best, but Mustela is what I use. So baby cream and face cream, I'm going to be linking them down below. Another thing that I don't use anymore, but it was a baby essential for the first 2 months. Again, sorry if you hear some background noise, but Carlo is playing on the sofa. I don't know why. So it's colic drops. I know there's a lot of different ones. I'm going to be linking the ones that I use. They're Italian. You can find them online, obviously in Italian pharmacies. But if you live abroad like me, you can find them online and get them shipped. The ones that they sell in Ireland, most of them, there's a lot. I remember Infocol, I used it once, but obviously a lot of people were telling me that there's a lot of chemicals in them, which are not the best for baby. The ones that I use, my sister recommended them for me. I think they're like €20, like it's like a little bottle. But it's all natural stuff like chamomile, fennel. Obviously they're not like a medicine for colics, but what they do is they regulate the bacteria in the gut, I think. So regulate your baby's stomach, how often they will go to the toilet, all this kind of stuff, like regulate what's going on in there. I feel like that made such a difference. My baby didn't suffer loads with colics. Like, he had them for the first 2 months, but just a few hours in the afternoon, never had them all day, never had them at night. We were blessed. But obviously I feel like giving them to him made such a difference to regulate his toilet times and all this kind of stuff. So I know a lot of people that use them. I remember even my sister used them for my nephew. And obviously, again, they're not like a miracle that, but I feel they really regulated his stomach movement. So I really love them. Again, for me, like, obviously he doesn't suffer with that kind of stuff anymore, but when he had a little bit of colics, or now he is very regular for when he has a dirty nappy, but before it could be like a few days and all this kind of stuff. So another thing is a baby monitor. So I have 2 types. I have a baby camera that was gifted to me by a brand, which is NetView. I already knew about them because I know a lot of people use this camera. They're very famous. You can find them on Amazon. I love it because basically I have either a little screen where I can watch cars, or I can put the app on phone. I turn on the camera. Camera is so good. Like, it tells you when the baby's crying. You can play music. You can speak to the camera. And basically when I use the camera is my baby sleeps all night since he's 8 weeks old. Fingers crossed. He will say like this, but usually he goes to bed around 11. And now he's waking up so late. He wakes up like 9, half 9. So obviously, because we go to bed around 1 or a bit later, I will just bring him upstairs around 11, half 11. And because we're downstairs in the living room, I will just put the camera and watch. So I would highly invest in that if you have a big house, or maybe if your baby naps upstairs, like instead of going upstairs every 5 minutes, or like you might not hear them. Obviously I have cats in the house, so always good to have like a camera on. Now there's cheaper ones. I'm gonna be linking cheaper options down below. I think cameras are such a big like essential when you have a baby, like when they nap and stuff like that. Another thing we invested on was a baby mattress monitor. This is the one I use. I bought it on Amazon. I know this is a very famous one. I don't remember the name, but I know a lot of people like to get the Owlet. So I think it's great. The reason why we got the baby monitor is because Carlo will be sleeping in his own room after the summer, so that's just a peace of mind. And because we're very heavy sleepers, so we only kind of like wake up if he wakes us up, or I don't know, if I go to the toilet. So we're not the type of people that constantly wake up. Like, we all go to bed and we all see each other in the morning, if that makes sense. The Angel Care, couldn't find it. Owl, expensive, and I don't know, like putting the sock on his foot, I don't know. So then I found this one, and I knew a lot of people use this. Good price, very safe, so many good reviews. It's basically like item around monitor that you put under his mattress, and it will detect the movement. So I think if the baby doesn't move in 20 seconds, it will start beeping. So like when they're breathing and stuff like that. So I just turned that on. We all go to bed, and I loved it. It was such a good purchase. Again, seeing all these videos on TikTok, people saying this kind of stuff, I thought it was such a good investment. For us that we're heavy sleepers, and like for other people as well, like if you're an anxious person, check on your baby, maybe you can invest in one of these things and you'll probably feel better as well. Like, so another good investment was, it was and it wasn't, because basically we basically use the mom dummies, like suitors, and I bought the regular ones when Carlo was baby, and then I bought the light up, like the ones for the dark, where they basically light up in the dark, because Carlo, you know, like if he was waking up at night when he was a baby, it was just easy to find. Obviously, we don't really use them anymore because Carlo only takes a suitor, let's say maybe if he's a bit tired or in a bad mood, but he doesn't take the suitor anymore. And we don't take the suitor anymore with us upstairs. We only use it during the day. We don't take it upstairs in the cot anymore, just because it's a habit, like, you know, maybe he wakes up and we put the suitor in, whereas he sleeps all night, doesn't need the suitor. But they were handy when he was using it at night, because obviously we were in a blackout room, and it was just easy to find. They light up. Baby essential, this is more an aesthetic one. So the first thing is those items that you can attach to your baby cot, and they work up as like storage. I don't know the exact word for them, but I'm going to insert a picture. I have one for the next to me, and I have one for the big cot. So I have this one from Shein, actually. I use this on the next to me, and then I have one from Mark Spencer that I use in his big room. They're very handy because obviously my snooze pod, which is like the next to me, has storage underneath, but they're nice because you can just tie them up on your cot. And like if you, I don't know, well, obviously because he doesn't feed anymore at night, but if you feed at night, you can put your bottle, you can put the bibs, the suitors, instead of like having everything around or on your bedside table. I usually use it for bibs because obviously he dribbles a lot. But again, you can put your bottles and stuff like that, maybe if you have a small room. I feel this is a nice necessity. You can attach that to prams, cots. I know there's like pram bags, but I really love this one. And another thing is well, it's not an essential. Obviously, you wouldn't die without it. But obviously, storage for your baby. Obviously, Carlo as a nursery. If you didn't see my nursery video, I'm going to be linking it down below. But I bought a wardrobe and a chest of drawers to put his stuff. It's nice because obviously in the first chest of drawers I have all his nappies, nappy bags, wipes, all his medicines like colic drops, Calpol, hairbrush, body creams. Then like in the second chest of drawers I have bodysuits, sleeping suits, socks, bib, and so on. I think that's nice for obviously a few points. Point is that you're organized instead of putting his things with your own things. And it's nice because even for safety, more time that I tried to sit down. Once Carlo had to eat, once Carlo had a dirty nappy, once Carlo's trying to nap, now he's just playing again. So yes, so on another item for organization, obviously I have everything in Carlo's nursery, but when I feed him during the day, like I only use the nursery for when I change him in the morning and when I bat him at night. But during the day when he gets fed, like, you know, I have a changing mat here and I change him here, so it's nice to have some sort of organization downstairs as well. The little nursery caddies are very popular. You can find them on Amazon. They're basically little caddies, like storage baskets where you can put your bottles, your milk, your nappies, your wipes. I have a big sofa with a lot of like storage underneath, so I keep a lot of nappies here as well. But those little bags are nice. You can leave them on the sofa instead of like having everything around. I feel like, or instead of going every time upstairs, like, you know, obviously I don't like to go upstairs every time. I just like to change them here. I have everything in my nursery upstairs, and then I have everything organized in a bag here. Another thing, I think this is so good. It's a fan for the stroller. So they're very popular on Amazon. I'm going to be linking a few below. I got one in Aldi, like because I was looking for pet beds in Aldi, because I've seen them online that they have this new pet range for beds, like pet beds, and I've seen like a fan for stroller. So mine was very cheap, but you can buy the ones on Amazon where you put batteries or you charge them by USB and you can attach them to the stroller. Those are so nice. Obviously not if you live in Ireland, but we're going to go to Italy, then we're going to go for a holiday in September, the three of us. Obviously it's going to be hot in the airport if we go for walks. I know Italy, it'll be like so hot where you can't breathe, so it's nice to have a little fan where you can attach in your stroller. Just put the batteries and maybe the baby will fresh air. Now I have some other baby bits that I feel are going to be so good, like baby essentials, but I'm going to put them in another video of baby essentials summer edition, what to bring for holidays for your baby. So I'm not going to say them now. So a fan, like this is so good if you're going for a walk, summer haul. And the last two items, first ones is swimwear. I got so much swimwear for Carlo for our holiday, but I got not like little shorts, I got the actual like long swimwear, like long sleeves hat that it's like 50+ protection. I'm going to be linking a few down below. So obviously if you live in a hot country, you're going to go holidays, instead of buying shorts, if babies like Carlo get burned, that's it. Like, it's so dangerous. So long sleeves, hat. He might be Italian, but he's used to Irish weather, so protect his head. I bought so many baby hats. Protect his arms, and again, they're the material that will literally, like, it's like literally sun protection. I got as well baby sun cream, like literally for babies, from Garnier. So even when it's not hot in Ireland, there's a bit of sun, I cover him with baby sun cream, because obviously for me, I'm an adult, little bit of sun, but for a baby, even the tiniest bit of sun, and if he gets burned, his skin, it's so delicate in a couple of hours, it could be so dangerous. So baby cream is another essential item. And the last thing is a portable bottle warmer. I collaborated with Mum Cozy a few months ago, I think, when I was pregnant. They sent me a portable bottle warmer. These are so handy when you're out of the house. Obviously, I have my Tommy Tippy thermos, but these are so handy because you prepare your bottle, you attach it. There's like different attachments depending what bottles you have, like Nuke, Mam, all this kind of stuff. You attach it to this device that you charge like a phone, basically. And it's wireless, and you press how many minutes you want, and it will warm up your milk, literally like a bottle warmer that you have at home, but with no wire. I know there's a few different ones. There's one from Baby Move where it will warm up the water that then you put in your bottle, and I really want to try that one. This is an essential for when we go out, if we're gonna go holidays on the plane. Like, they don't even give you hot water on the planes anymore. I think there's like new rules. So instead of like bringing the thermos, portable bottle warmer, such a good investment. I'm gonna be linking the one I used down below, but this is another baby essential. Obviously, a few items that I said in this video are actual essentials, and then there's a few other items that are essentials but you're not gonna die without them, like all these storage hacks and stuff like that. But this is actual stuff that I did use with Carl. Maybe I could make, obviously apart from my summer video, I could make a video of products I did buy but didn't really use for the baby. But I love watching these videos. If you're pregnant, instead of spending so much money, I recommend products that I actually did use and were essential, like as a first-time mom. Obviously, a lot of things help, like storage, all these portable things, like easier to have them. But again, you wouldn't die without having them. I don't think my parents had portable bottle warmers. But if you're a first-time mom or you travel a lot, you go out a lot like us, obviously we're always on the go. We go to Dublin, days out. It's nice to have all these little things to warm up milk or fans. Like all these things, I feel they helped us. Just things that I loved using them, and I would rebuy them again. I had another baby, so yes, and they're probably all things that I will use in a second pregnancy with another baby. These are probably all things I'm gonna reuse. So I'm probably gonna make a third video because this video would be 5 hours long, and I have so many other items to recommend. But thank you for watching this video. Thank you for keeping me company. Sorry for a bit of noise, but Carlo just wants to speak today. He loves to speak. He's looking there at me, and I'm gonna be back with my speak clean. So happy to be here in my new house. I'm sorry for this setup, but my studio's not ready yet, so I'm just here in the living room. But yes, thank you for keeping me company, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.